Yes, sir. Yo, we need to come up with a handshake, bro.
I know,
Like,
I
we're
know.
sleeping.
Ugh.
What up, everybody? It's Baller Dad.
And your boy Royce Dizon. Today we get into a handful of topics.
So relationships, whether it's through your significant other, friends, such as inner circle,
Yes, sir.
possibly, and also family relationships.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Hey. What's up, Dougie? So what'd you get into this week?
Bro, I actually started a new job. So
Nice.
honestly, just transitioning from one sales job to another. Like I pretty much didn't work in the sales field when I was at my other job, but now I'm in the sales field. Bro, you got this, like this actually teaches you how to be more thick skinned.
Yeah.
It's yeah, man. Like sales, you gotta you gotta be tough, man.
Word.
There's a lot of rejection that happens on the daily. Where for me, it's like,
Is B2B
get a-
sales?
yeah. So B2B and D to D. So
What's DD?
door to door,
Oh,
business to
damn.
business and door to door. Honestly, it's
Damn.
yeah, it's such a grind, man. Like you got to be good at talking first of all,
Word.
and I don't know if you know me,
Yeah, obviously.
but yeah, no, you just have to be good at talking, and you got to learn how to close, and you learn every single day in this type of job from different people
Mhm.
every day that you meet.
How long you been working it now?
Uh almost a month. Just over 3 weeks now, and I can say, man, I'm enjoying it, man.
Word.
I've been jumping around job to job. Like if people know me, I've been working various types of jobs. Worked in factories, worked in the car industry, worked in construction as a carpenter, just everything. And like with those jobs, like I couldn't find myself, and I feel like sales is my type of field, kind of thing.
So you're feeling it. You're like,
Yeah, I fucking love it, man.
and your off days.
Once you see the money,
Yeah.
once you see the money,
It's
you're
nice.
bro, you're laughing.
Really.
You're like your days just go by day after day, and you just feel like you want to crush it every single time. Even if you have a bad day, you look at the next day as a plus from that day.
What's it called? In your off time, have you already started watching Squid Game?
Bro, of course.
I haven't watched. Don't worry, don't ruin
okay,
it. Don't
we
ruin it,
can't
bro.
talk about it then.
All the memes on Instagram, like fuck, I can't
Oh
get
no,
on
Twitter.
Instagram,
Twitter's the
I'm
best.
not. That's why I got off Twitter. 'Cause
My
it
girlfriend
ruined
actually like.
everything.
So we just started watching it again.
Yeah.
I don't know how comfortable she is with me saying, but she's scared to watch it alone.
Is it intense?
She thinks it's scary, but I tell her it's not
Oh,
scary.
I can't wait. Because I remember last year when I was watching The Haunting of Blywood or whatever. You ever see that?
Isn't that like part of like is it a trilogy? No.
No, it was a TV.
But
It's a
isn't
show
there-
series on this.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen it, but
yeah.
isn't there one before that?
There's two of them. There's
Yeah,
Haunting
okay,
of
yeah,
Blywood.
see, that's
Haunting
what I
some other shit. But it was the one time I actually like jumped while watching the TV show.
It's not scary though. Like I love horror movies. I love scary
Me
movies
too. But
you
like,
know?
bro, there's just one scene. I'm not gonna say it. Well, you haven't watched it. I'm gonna
Wait,
tell you
the
to watch it.
Blywood? I've watched it. Yeah.
You did watch it.
No, I did. But
The
I don't
whole show?
remember. Yeah, I watched the whole show.
The car scene.
To be honest, my memory's
The
bad
bitch
because of
jumped
the
at-
amount of shows.
Okay. That's the only
amount
time
of
I've
shows.
ever jumped at a scary thing, like scary movie or show or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, but did you watch that with your girl also?
I think this was before us,
Mhm.
so I would like to say no.
Was it? I watched it last year, 2020.
You know what? There's shows
I think
that
you think of a different show.
there's shows that Mel and I have watched, and sometimes I say we haven't watched it, and she reminds me like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
we did watch it. So you'd have to go to her to see if we actually watched it together.
By your girl, we talk about Melly T.
Yes. So now what I'm gonna say from one of the previous episodes,
Yeah.
when you said Melly T, you actually caught me off guard. Where now when you say it,
Caught me off guard, for sure.
yeah, now I could say like yes. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
No, we're good. Yeah, no, she's doing her thing. She's honestly just working. She's doing her.
Mhm.
Again, we are stronger than ever than we were before.
Yeah.
I'm proud to say that because as people and just just learning every single day, we've actually grown to be who we are,
Mhm.
and we actually know who we are now. That I'm comfortable, she's comfortable with whatever we say, and we actually can you know, like just kick it. And yeah, man.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm honestly just, I'm happy. Like all my friends that meet her, they're like, yo, this is the happiest I've ever seen Brandon. And it's like, what the fuck? Like how happy, like, what'd you see me as before? Sad?
Yeah. I'll dive in a little bit. Like, what's it called? At least the people don't know. How did you and Melly meet? This is a conversation about us today.
There's always two sides of the story, but I like to tell mine, and then she'll tell hers. But how we met, it was actually one of our friends' birthdays,
right?
And it was like a '90s party or 2000s party kind of theme, and you know him, Arnell.
Yeah.
So he had
just cut his hair on Friday.
Yeah, he actually had like a party at a bar, and at the time, like, I feel like we were talking to our other people, like we were actually in like, not a relationship, but like we were trying to build towards that.
Yeah.
And
you talking about military? You talking about
before Mel.
Oh, wait, I don't think I knew this.
But when I met Mel, actually, I was
Sparks flew.
Yeah, for me at least, but for her, she was super salty.
Yeah, who's this man trying to touch me?
You know, super sass. You know how sassy women can be. Yeah, with the nails. But no, like
she does that a lot too.
Oh yeah. If I can record her doing that, maybe we can add that in.
Yeah,
you know. But no, honestly, when I first met her, it was like you said, like sparks flew kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you know, one of my boys was at the party, Jerome, and I was like, you know what, Jerome, like just get her as your partner so I can just like stare at her. Like we were playing beer pong at the time. I was like,
you're funny, bro.
Just so I can like get to see this girl, because I couldn't look at her. She was sassy, and like I knew she didn't want to talk to me or whatever. But yeah, no, once that day flew by, like I introduced myself. I actually went up to her instead of like,
what was the opening line? What was Brandon's line?
Bro, like I don't have a line.
Yeah.
But I just
vibe.
I just vibe. It's just conversations.
Right.
You know, like at this day and age, like if you can hold down a conversation, I feel like that's already impressive kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of me just talking to you and just sitting here like this. I don't know. Yeah, good. You know, like having conversation, man. I'm not too big on these like pickup lines and all that stuff.
I've used a handful in my lifetime for sure.
You got to tell everybody a line. Sure. Come on.
Right now?
Yeah, come on.
Ah, shit. Oh, okay, so one time in high school, I was at Gap. And then like there was obviously this girl there, right?
Yeah.
And then I think a lot of people done this. I probably got this off the internet.
Gap, like the store Gap?
Yeah, it's Grandpa.
Oh my God.
I was there. Okay. I think I was waiting for my grandpa or something.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting off work. And then so I saw this girl and I was thinking about ways I could try and holler at her. I was like, oh, you know what? Yo, let me try on an outfit. So I put on a jacket. I like stood next to her because she was standing by the mirror. I was like, yo, hey, you don't mind if I ask you a quick question? Sorry, I don't know if this is too much on it. What do you think of this jacket? And she's like, the jacket wasn't that nice. I remember, and I was like, oh no. And then from what I remember, I was like, what did I say? I was like, no, honestly, I wasn't really trying to buy this jacket. I just wanted to get your attention. She was like, I eventually got her number after, I don't remember what we talked about, but I know I never texted her after that. I like the game of trying to get the number versus actually trying to pursue something.
So like the way it is confidence, you know?
Yeah. It was fun too.
It boosts your confidence and it builds it kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, because when we go out with our boys, say for instance, like, this is just an example, but like
when I'm lit, it's different.
Yeah, it's like, yo, Royce.
Yeah.
Just go up to that girl, you know? Like you know, some guys would say like, nah, like I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just boosting your confidence and just building that through situations like that, you know? And
where
and I feel like
you've never tried to pick up a girl like that?
Nah, I don't know. Like for me, it has to be in a setting where like I'm
organic.
Yeah, like you know, like if I'm going to shop, I'm just going to shop. Like I can't do
I'm
that.
kind of like an opportunist. I kind of like if I see an opportunity, it's like, bro, I'm never gonna see this girl again.
Yeah.
Odds are, I get rejected, and I'm very comfortable with rejection. So it's like, all right, cool. Hope I didn't come off as creepy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on and do my own thing. I know you're gonna.
Yeah.
do
No,
your
for
thing too.
for sure. Yeah.
But definitely in an alcoholic setting, it's different because everybody's trying to vibe and connect too. Right?
Yeah. See, and I feel like that sort of confidence, like with the job I'm at, it builds character too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you see different types of people every single day that you always have to try.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Right.
But yeah, man, how's everything been with you? I haven't heard about your week.
What did I do this week? Honestly, it was just cutting hair, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't get to watch
busy. You're busy, man.
Yeah, I definitely have to take more time for myself because I think I, do too much for other stuff that isn't contributing to my peace of mind kind of thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just need to chill. I just need a me day. That's it, really. And watch Squid Game. And 9 games straight.
Go hit up a spa.
What kind of spa?
No, like a spa. Get a massage.
Yeah, I definitely need one, bro.
Get a pedicure, get a manicure. Just go relax. I need those. And have, bro. Those days, like you need those days. It's so relaxing. You're on your own time. You can actually sit down and think about what you want to do later on. Like plan future episodes. Do this, do that.
Right. Yeah, I need to get organized.
It gives you time, right?
Especially during fall, it's like a time to like kind of recollect and recharge and figure out what you want to do for the last quarter of the year, right? So going back to your story about you and Meldo, what's it called? How long did you guys like date before you guys were like official or casually date or whatever?
So how long? So I babe, correct me if I'm wrong. I'd like to say like just over 3-4 months before we actually before I actually made it official.
Did she hint at you like, hey, what are we?
This
is not me mocking Mel, by the way. I was just doing a voice. It's not actually Mel's voice.
I feel like it wasn't more so of her, but I feel like it was more so of the outside.
Right. Oh, the outside. Interesting. Elaborate.
Yeah, outside meaning like more so of like friends kind of thing. So like, what are you guys like? Are you guys like exclusive kind of Like it wasn't more so of her because I feel like she didn't want to have to put that pressure. But I think just her letting her friends know that she's into me and like she sees something within me. I feel like her friends then put that pressure towards me instead of her formally.
So were you ready to be in a relationship when you guys jumped into that?
So honestly, I'd like to say it was kind of quick, but it was like a good kind of quick. I knew I wanted to be in a relationship because I always expressed it and to even my boys and like to my cousins and like whoever and like I'm happy that it fell on my lap kind of thing, there was a little bit of pressure, but obviously I wouldn't have done it if I felt like I wasn't ready.
And the place you're at in your life now, you're ready to be in a committed monogamous relationship.
Oh, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
What do you think are key, traits or necessary habits you need to maintain a healthy monogamous relationship?
Oh, so
it's a big question.
So honestly, like, I don't know if Mel's comfortable with like me talking about a relationship.
Whatever you want to,
I
cool
totally am.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing is trust. That's up there with communication.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that within your significant other or within yourself, then your relationship is just going to be all over the place. Mind you, no relationship in general is perfect. The best relationships are ones where even if you have an argument, you grow from it,
Yeah.
So just having that trust and that communication with one person, it actually builds you alongside your partner.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, we've been through a shit ton. Like, again, like I've said in the last one of the previous episodes.
Right.
Yeah, no, we actually broke up for like 4 months. After that, it was a time of reflection, a time of like, what did I do wrong? Like, what happened that, or like what happened between us that I can fix. If not, like if we do get back together, or if I talk to her, like what can we actually sort out and come to like a level ground where we actually both can,
Yeah.
like see eye to eye.
So the breakup, do you feel like wasn't necessary for you guys to be at the place you're at now?
Oh yeah, 100%. We're actually stronger than ever,
Nice. So space helped.
Space is like the biggest thing, because then again, if we didn't have that space when we broke up and we were still talking to each other, I feel like it'd be 10 times more difficult for both of us
to reconnect.
Yeah, because then I couldn't even sit down and think about my life, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that I had the time and space to myself and felt like I had to become better as a person,
right,
in order to be with her.
Yeah.
Like the time, man, time helped a lot.
Nice.
Time apart. But
so when you and Mel, what's it called? When you took that space and reconnected, did you have intentions of reconnecting with it, or was it something that just kind of like, you know what, this still feels right. Let's make it happen.
It's actually funny that you say that, because for me, 110%, there was intentions of reconnecting, because I knew that like she was someone that I didn't want to lose, kind of thing. So for me, it was always there. But I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, babe, but for her, I feel like there was no intentions because of what we've been through and stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like she was just ready to like move on.
So how did you guys heal from whatever you guys were going through?
How did we heal?
Like, what did you do during that time for you to be like, you know what? Like, this is still what I want. I want to reconnect. What did you do during that break to put yourself in a position to reconnect with her, and for her to be like, oh, okay, this is the man I want to spend my life with?
Honestly, as a man, you have to know yourself and build yourself. So what I did, like when it was my like off time, like within that 4 months, it was honestly just focusing on my grind and just keep doing me no matter what.
What did doing you look like?
Pardon?
Doing you, what did that mean? Like, what does that look like? What did you do day to day?
Just work out.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Yeah, work out. Make sure that your mental is on point, and also your physical. So it was a grind, because there's some days where I feel like I don't want to work out and I want to give up, but there was days where like I would just do it even though I'm tired from work, and it's just building up your mental, because that's like the main thing.
Oh,
right?
For sure.
Yeah, if your mind's not strong, then nothing's strong about you.
Yeah.
Everybody has their weak spots, but yeah, just building that, just focusing on your grind, and just staying level grounded, man.
Did you what did you sort of want for yourself during that break? Like, did you think about like, oh, you know what, man, like there are some things I need to work on, because Mel said this or whatever. Like, what are those things that I need to work on to be better for her or be better for myself generally outside of working out? Like, did you, with this podcast, would you kind of like start thinking about, oh, I do want to do this? Because I'll go into a bit about what I want to do now too. But like for you, was it like, I'm ready to build other aspects of my life? If that makes sense? I don't know if I'm rambling.
So honestly, like this, like again, this has been in the works for quite some time, but we actually didn't start it because of where we were at.
Right.
No, it's just just focusing on your grind with whatever you want to do. Build whatever you see. Like whatever you see. Like how do you word this? Like with the podcast, I always thought good about it.
Yeah.
Whether
we did talk about it for a long time.
Yeah. And I just stayed focused, man. I just kept my head on straight and stayed tunnel vision with everything I did, with work, with the podcast, with just myself in general. Again, we all have our ups and downs in life, and it's just the way you take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just because the only reason why I ask about that space between you and Mel is because I know healing, it takes a long time.
It does, man. Yeah.
So it's like for you to have navigate that and like find yourself back with her, I was just curious about the personal work that was done. Because for me, like I'm sure you already know, I broke up. I came out of a 5-year relationship in April last year, 2020. You know?
And then that's a long time,
For sure.
That's a commitment for 5 years. And like just getting out of that type of relationship, it's tough because you invested 5 years. You know what I mean? So I don't know how comfortable you are.
I'm pretty comfortable.
About.
For sure.
So
I think
like,
I'm just jittery because of the Red Bull fam.
yeah. But honestly, like stating from one of the previous episodes, it was a question that we talked about with Mike. Like, what was it? Like, how are you with being friends with your ex? Like, is it okay? Like, tell me like the points about it being okay and it being not okay.
So the place I'm at with my ex is we co-parent Rolex, our dog.
Yeah. So you got a son.
We have a son together. I love that motherfucker to death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what's it called? Yeah, we're cool. We're cordial. You know, every now and again, like I mentioned before, like every 4 months we might get bubble tea or something. You know.
4 months?
No, yeah, we're cool. No, we're cool. You know, we're in a place where it's like, you know, I have no expectations from that connection.
Yeah.
But I think what's important to me and what I want to share with other people is the process of healing. Because I think, it was a long road to get to emotional neutral, I felt like. And what's it called?
Everybody has their own way.
Yeah, for sure. And that's big because like some guys dive into the work. Some guys, you know, feel like they got to hook up with bare things to get over this one girl. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of what worked for me was like a combination of different things.
Yeah.
But first things first, I think what's important for people to realize is that you can't put a time frame on your healing.
No, you can't.
And it's like, I remember.
It's different for everybody.
Yeah. I remember the first couple months when me and my ex broke up. What's it called? Like, I would call people that were experienced in breakups and had gone through long relationships and then they're going through a breakup. I would always be like, yo, bro, like, how long does this feeling last, fam? Because I'm not having it, bro.
Mind you, like, I remember this vividly because when he was going through a breakup, we would link up and we would just like chat.
Yeah.
And then I went through a breakup. Yeah. And then we would link up and chat again. So like,
man. But that's it's super important.
Honestly, I feel like sorry to cut you off, but like with just men in general, like just showing emotions is like, it's a difficult thing. 100%. You know what I mean? Like talking man to man, it's so difficult for men to actually talk to another man and tell him about his feelings and whatever. But honestly, like we need to make that a norm kind of thing 100%. Where it's comfortable because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We all have feelings.
Yeah.
And I feel like at this day and age, it's just so tough. And the younger generations are just so afraid of commitment and just relationships in general.
Yeah.
That we're lucky to have been set in the dead center from like the old school to the new school, where we're in between, you know, and we understand how to come out, and navigate, right?
I think like, what's it called? One book that I read that really helped me understand like friendships and relationship a lot better.
Yeah.
Like as specifically as a man is The Way of the Superior Man by David Data.
You gotta give me that book.
Yeah, it's a short book.
Honestly, I like reading,
but like it talks about having like a circle of friends that like will check you, but it's not out of like disrespect. It's like, yo, like, and these are the same people that you can go to for like emotional comfort or whatever and not be judged. But then they're also the same people that'll check you when you're moving wasi or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
So I think it's important that like you have a circle of people that what's it called? That want to elevate with you, and at the same time, not judge you through your process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because especially in the healing process, because it's like, I knew there were certain people, like a lot of my healing was done through, what's it called? Like I spent a lot of time just by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I knew there were certain people I can't go to because like their initial reaction, especially as a guys, would be like, yo, dog, like, yo, chill, bro. It's not
that's light,
bro.
fam.
And I feel like,
I know, stuff like that, right?
Men often go to either the bottle, the blunt, or like more women, you know? And I think those serve as distractions, but I don't think that's what actually helps the healing process.
Yeah.
When going through a breakup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people take different situations differently. But man, it's really not healthy to bottle everything
For
inside
sure.
you. And that's why I say, like, when you're going through something like that actually touches you inside,
Yeah.
it's good to let it out. And just having friends that you can actually talk to
Yeah.
on the same level as you and understand you to help guide you. That's the biggest thing. And relationships, man, like having the right friends around you.
Yeah. Even just to vent, just to have somebody listen. Because a lot of times I think what people lack is having people that would just sit there and just listen and not put their 2 cents all the time and like just be present. You know what I mean? And it's like through that, because I don't know if I told you, but I started therapy too. Not because of my breakup, just because there's a lot of traumas I wanted to address for myself also.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of what my therapist's role is to listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she taught me a lot about like my inner child and stuff like that, which is, a lot of different, like that conversation can go in so many different directions.
It guides you to where you are today, because how you grew up and like that inner child within you, like your surroundings from growing up, has an effect on your life. And
100%.
Yeah.
Everything, yo.
Yeah.
From the littlest thing.
Like the fact that we're in relationships, like the topic about relationships, like, with your partner, with your friends, like just having the right circle around you, man,
means a lot. It's a huge.
And it reflects on you.
Yeah.
Honestly, like knowing me, I like, again, like in one of the past episodes, you're like, oh, you're Mr. Popular. You knew this person, that.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the way people see me as that is so different, because they thought of me as the popular guy that knew everybody. But if you really take my life in, I was jumping from different groups where I didn't really have that type of circle.
Right.
Like my main circle was family.
Yeah.
So
that's big.
It was always tough, like just trying to hear that from certain people, and it felt good, but at the same time, it felt lonely to me, because I had to find like the right people, kind of thing, right?
Like a genuine,
and you
connection.
you gotta make sure you have those right people in your circle, and you have to be motivated by them.
For sure.
Because if you don't have that sense of motivation when you see that person, it's like, what are they really to you then?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with you and your barbering and you grinding hard, you know what I mean? Like when I catch up with you, like you tell me what you're into. And if I was lazy at home and you told me everything, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, fam, I'd probably get off my ass and just fucking find something that I'm passionate about, and build it.
That's sick. That's big. Because they say, I think it was Les Brown said, birds of a feather flock together. Yeah. So it's like, if you want to, what's it called? If you want to grow, and like your circle matters. Otherwise, like it's like do what's it called? What was I trying to say? Like move solo until you meet those people that actually like help you elevate. You know what I mean? Because there's so much we can learn from each other, and there's certain things that I feel like other people might be better at than we are, and we could like what's it called? Mutually exchange. What's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Just like if like, you're good in this aspect of your life, I'm good in this aspect of my life, like we could help each other. Yeah. And like kind of develop from there.
And help each other rise.
Yeah, kind of for sure. Like even our friendship too, like the fact that like, I never thought we were going to be close, until we actually got close.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's interesting in itself.
But that's how like just building genuine connections with friends, like it has a big impact on your life. And you have to find the right people to be with you that are pretty much on the same page. Yeah. And you guys want to see each other win. You know?
For sure.
Yeah. Friendships, whether it's friendships or with your significant other.
Yeah.
100%. Those people matter.
They do matter.
Relationships with those people help you build yourself. There was a place in my life where I was stuck. Yeah. And figuring things out myself was the main key. Yeah. But yeah, man, honestly, like, I don't know, man, like just like the circle that I'm around.
Right now?
Right now. I'm thankful for everybody that's in there. I know you guys all know who you are. I'm not going to pick point any names.
Shout out Brandon's Mandem and homegirls, yo. All the real ones out there. Come on.
Yeah, honestly, like it's the people that you you're close friends with,
Mm.
but don't talk to in a while. But the time you actually talk to them and see them, you pick off where you left off from.
Yeah.
And it's like you just spoke yesterday, you know?
Mhm.
Those are the type of friends that I have around, and I'm just happy to have them because they motivate me every single day, you know?
That's sick.
Whether I can call them brothers, sisters, whatever,
Yeah.
friends, like I know who my people are kind of thing.
That's
know?
good. That's kind of really all you really need too. But doubling back on the topic of healing, I think there's like 4 main things that sort of helped me navigate that process. The second one, after realizing that you shouldn't put a time frame on your healing, is to practice gratitude. So as simple as it sounds, like realizing, especially if your relationship ended on good terms, like me and my ex, I got a lot of love from my ex.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, so instead of like hating the other person and be like, yo, this girl's whack, like I get bitches, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like a lot of what I would think about when I was by myself, like there was times, like I'll even admit this, like I remember going on fucking like 4-hour-long walks, bro, just thinking.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyways, but
wait, down Kennedy Road?
Yeah, down Kennedy Road. You see,
I know.
walking.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, and it's like, so practicing gratitude, it's like a lot of what I would think was like, yo, me and my ex had a good run, you know? And I'm glad to have shared those moments with her and to have grown at such a crucial time in our adulthood, like 20 to 25, you know what I mean? So it's like the more I thought of like the fact that like, yo, we had such a good time together, it's like the more I realized like, yo, I just want her to be happy, whether that's with me, with somebody else, whatever, because I'm going to be good by myself regardless. But it's like, what's it called? Yeah, just practicing gratitude is what kind of helped me sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not forget, but appreciate the fact that life is just kind of like, just kind of keeps moving forward. And all the things that happen 100%. Between that is meant to be good mostly. You know what I mean? Thirdly, like you got to feel it to heal it. You know, like I told you how I had to, like I was walking down the road, like it was just kind of like, because I was feeling it.
It doesn't hit you till it hits you, kind of thing.
Yeah, man, and it comes and goes, and it's like again with the time frame thing, like you just gotta let it happen, and and through that process, you know, a lot of people talk about loving yourself. The way I look or understand that phrase is working on becoming the version of yourself that you decide to be. Yeah. Because I think a lot of who we are is a decision as opposed to like, I'm this because of this, I'm this because of that. Yeah. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
You have to know.
Yeah, especially after a breakup, if you've been there, and like I said, I know you have. Yeah. Like it's the perfect opportunity to reinvent who you think you want to be. Yeah. You know, and that's kind of what I continuously thought about. It's like, okay, from this day on, like, because your identity is so wrapped up in that relationship. You're like, oh, man. Like, people used to be like, yo, where's Neeks? You know what I'm saying? Like, you and Neeks are so funny together. You guys always so jokes. And it's like, now that that part of your life is gone, you know, you sort of have to rediscover your own identity. And that's something I think you can work on every day. And the things in 2020, even during the pandemic, I tried pottery. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, yeah. I started boxing. Boxing's lit. Yeah, that's good. Sports is one thing that I feel like I'm glad that exists. Because I don't think
it'll ever leave us.
Yeah, for sure.
It's part of our nature. Like with us, and sports, man, like there's no way I'm leaving any type of sport. Right. I don't care what kind of sport it is. When I'm 80, I'm probably going to be golfing. Yeah, you know, like, for sure. Yeah, but when we're at this age, man, like, try out whatever it is because we're not in high school no more where we can just join a team, right? Yeah. We actually have to go out there and find what we want to do. Word. You know, like in high school, your friends would be like, yo, let's go join this, let's go join that. And you can just go and it's given to you, you know? Yeah. But now you got to pay into what you want to get to. And like boxing is a big thing.
It's huge, man.
Yeah, like boxing, like it's big on your mental and your physical, right? Like it's a tough sport, man.
It's that physical exertion that definitely helps relieve sort of like the stress that you would feel, especially after a breakup. You know what I mean? And that sort of thrill from sports, bro.
Yeah, and like what's better than punching a fucking bag, bro?
Yeah. But it forces you to be present too. Yeah. You know? It forces you to be present. I think that's what's huge. Is like I had a hard time getting out of like just the present moment. I kept thinking about the past, like, and how, like, I remember we were talking about it a little bit in the first episode. Like, I remember Like I kept doubling, like trying to think about the past and the good times and the bad times, and then I was trying to like trying to set a time for like,
Yeah.
oh, on this day I'm supposed to like feel great again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't work like that.
And then you started punching the bag.
Yeah, exactly, yo, for sure. And it's like a lot of like I read a lot of books and whatever, and a lot of what I read too talked about like how, or I think Tony Robbins said how progress is happiness.
Yeah.
You know, and like what allowed me to, or what helped my healing process was sort of building all the muscles, or not the muscles, like, what's it called? It was like, what's it called? What did I hear? Just building up all the other aspects of your life, like your work life, your physique, your social, your emotional acuity, you know what I mean? And then as those build, like that soft side of you, like your heart, I guess. Start slowly kind of tries to catch up to all those other parts of your life that are here. So a lot of what I focused on is like building my barbershop shit. What's it called? My physique. Like, yo, I started pandemic, I was 207. I'm at 190 now. My goal is to get to 180.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Shit, and I'm still going, right? And it's like, it helps to have goals. To like sort of have something to keep moving towards. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's what's really helped me feel better.
Yeah, honestly, in life, man, if you don't set goals for yourself, what are you really doing with your life? You know? Just setting a goal, like it could be an easy goal. You know what I mean? Like for me, don't eat rice for a week. You know, like even though that's hard, like I've done it before. Because that's when I was gaining the weight. Although I keep saying I want to gain weight, and like, you know what I mean? Like it's just small things like that. Like everybody has to set a goal and try to achieve it. Because then that's how you know your mental state, like if you're strong or if you're weak, kind of thing.
Right.
A lot of people, they set goals and they'll achieve it no matter how long it takes them. If you can achieve it, good job, man. Like that's the biggest part in life, man. Like I guarantee you, like if I introduce you to any of my friends and they tell you a goal that they have for themselves, definitely achieved already. You know? Man. Having the right circle of friends, again, the best thing you can have around you. Biggest relationship that really sets you off in life is family relationship, I believe.
That's definitely affected how I view relationships and
it has an impact on everything.
Do you want to get married?
Of course. Have kids? Of course.
Because I'm in a place in my life where I'm more open-minded to co-parenting than I am to get married.
A lot of people are different, man. For me,
when that time comes, obviously.
For me, obviously, like growing up, like you can tell your story about like how you grew up, but for my family and I, like my parents were together. For God knows how long, you know, like they were together from the start. And just seeing that growing up and that relationship, like I want to build my own empire kind of thing, you know?
Nice.
I want to have kids with my girl. We want to have a future together, and co-parenting isn't a bad thing too. A lot of people have different views on how they want to do life. Cause again, there could be one person that co-parents, but is just good by themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And there's nothing wrong with that, you know?
I'm not against commitment. Like, I definitely think I could be with, like, in a monogamous relationship long-term.
100%.
It's just my understanding of, like, it sounds corny, but I feel like love is free. And it's like when you care about someone, it shouldn't be an obligation to care about someone. And I feel like marriage in some ways contradicts that, because it's like, by the time you put a ring on it, it's like, oh, you're with me forever. You're supposed to be with me through thick and thin. But I feel like healthy relationships are a mutual decision to choose each other every day. You know? So it's like, for me, especially growing up, like all I knew was divorce. All I knew was cheaters. You know what I mean? All I knew was people that that couldn't couldn't have a healthy relationship. You know? And it's like, but at the same time, when they had their stint, like my mom and dad, for example, bro, they were extremely in love while they were together. And I saw that because I was an accident. Like, shout out mom and dad. The best accident of their lives. You know what I mean? I saw that love there. And it's not that love can't exist, but I feel like I'm in a position where I can't force someone. Like if there's any point in my relationship that someone no longer chooses me, I can't blame them for that. Because again, it goes back to me being good by myself. You know, I could sit there and be like, yo, I love the time that we had. Go do what you think is best for you. And I'm going to continue to do what's best for me. And that could last forever. Like you could be in that relationship forever and never depart. And maybe it does become a death to us part type of deal. But I'm not mad if like I go into a relationship and then it just sort of organically dissipates too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's no love lost. It's just like, do what's best for you. I'm going to do what's best for me. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, see, like we totally have two different views on this whole thing. For me, like I grew up seeing what I saw, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm so comfortable that I eventually want to get married. I eventually want to have kids. And grow with that one person, you know. Again, like stemming from childhood till where we are now, it actually, you know, like everything that happened in the past definitely affects everything as to where we are now, you know.
Even seeing my mom now, like her, like again, like I'm sure at times she might get lonely, whatever. But yo, my mom's a gangster, bro. Like she could do so much by herself. Your mom's a gangster too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the fact that my mom bought a crib in 2008 by herself, and to this day she's still working mad hours to like, you know, try and compensate.
See, shout out all the moms out there,
mothers,
like
yo. All
the hardest
the single mothers, the ones in relationships and all of that. But yo,
the hardest working human beings on this planet. Our moms, and I can't thank them enough for putting food on the table, putting a roof over our head, you know, and grinding just all those hours. Like it's actually ridiculous, you know. And now that we're in a part where we're older and we have to go through those things and work for the money and do all this and all that, like now is our time to switch the roles and do our best where we can to actually help them out, kind of thing. Right?
For sure.
Yeah, man. Like,
so I know you play a big role in your mom's life, for sure, taking care of the household.
Yeah, everything, man.
Yeah,
man. And like relationships, even with siblings, man, like that's
huge.
Yeah, that's
shout out my little brother, man.
Shout out my two sisters.
Shout out both my little brothers, man.
I'm the baby of the family, so you know, like I've learned a lot just watching like them in their relationships and stuff, and it's big. Like my sister actually, she just got married. Not too long ago. She has a son now, so I'm an uncle. Congrats to them. I'm an uncle now. So first nephew, my mom's first grandchild, and then my other sister. She actually just got engaged. You know, so like just seeing stuff like that and like just them leveling up.
Like seeing love is beautiful.
Yeah, man. It's again like love is difficult. Like, it's not always going to be perfect.
Never.
And that's why I say difficult, because yes, you're going to have arguments, you're going to have fights, but it all depends on how you grow from those situations. If you let it sit within you, like you're done. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to come to a level ground in order to evolve from situations.
The communication aspect.
Yeah. And honestly, just like having that relationship with your siblings is a big thing, man. I know growing up, since I was like the youngest in the family and I was the only boy, like I would fight with my sisters and it would get crazy. But now that we're older, like I start to appreciate like the relationship more. Because then you get knowledge from them and you learn about life and just
I'm sure they're a big part of your life.
Like both of them just bought a house. You know what I mean?
Shout out the Ballad Dads, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's actually crazy, and that's where I want to get to in life.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is get a crib with my significant other, level up, and just focus on what I really want to do in life.
I love it.
And what I enjoy.
Yeah.
You know? Your relationship with your brother, like I know your brother.
That's my little that's my
Kevin.
dog. Shout out
That's
Kevin.
my brother now.
Shout out Kid by Kid. Come on.
Fuck? Oh,
that's my little bro, man.
You gotta check him out.
I got a half brother too. Tim. Shout out Tim.
Yes, sir.
But like with Kaven, like that relationship like is super important to me.
Yeah.
You know? Actually,
Yeah.
I can't talk about it.
Why not? That's your brother.
I know. Oh, no. Anyways. But yeah, just relationships generally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like is a huge part in like specifically a man's life. And to foster these relationships and cater to them so that they grow alongside with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess I want to say this, going back to healing, like I told myself how I wanted to spend 6 months just focusing on who Royce wants to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's, you know, building this podcast, again, going back to that barber shit. And it's like, I feel like a lot of people jump into new relationships too soon, like not realizing you haven't healed yet. You know, I think a lot of people aren't ready for other relationships. And then I think all that does is dragging a new person into your baggage, you know, instead of like having the ability to maintain your own baggage and then connecting with someone new and fresh. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, like to the people I know that are going through breakups even right now, like I just want to tell them like to really figure out what you want to do for you. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Just focus.
Because I know a lot of people that just jump into brand new relationships and they're like, oh shit, I still...
See, the thing is, a lot of people don't focus, right? Yeah. The moment you start to focus about yourself, it'll attract other things towards you.
For sure. That's huge.
And that's the main thing, man. Like, again, going back to my breakup within that 4 months, I strictly focused on myself. Yeah. And the world just brought everything towards me. Yeah. Like where I wanted to go with certain things, the world just brought everything and put it all together. I pretty much didn't have to do all the work, but it just fell on my lap, you know? Like building a team for this podcast, for just everything in life, man. Yeah. It just came at the right time, right place. Yeah. So.
Yeah, man, it's navigating those that like, it's huge, bro. Makes a huge difference. And like, I feel like, what's it called? Like just going back to distractions, like when you're healing, it's like, it just feels good in the moment. And then it just like the next day, you're still going to miss that person. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's like.
Yeah. Distraction only stays with
like when we would go drink. I remember we go drink. I'm like, and then I wake up the next. I'm like, shit, I still feel shit.
Yeah, fuck.
The only thing that really helped me feel better was doing shit that like I wanted to see grow and blossom. You know what I mean? So
you feel like 10 times better.
Huge, bro. Man. I feel like I am somebody I can honestly say like, yo, I'm sick. Like I'm a whole person. Like the next person or whoever I connect with in the future, like will see that, and it's like. I feel like our relationship can only blossom from there. Yeah. You know? 100%. And it's like, what's it called? What was I going to say? I forgot.
Yeah, but honestly, just in general, relationships, whether it's with your significant other, having the right circle, friendships with your family, at the end of the day, it really shapes who you are.
For sure.
So you got to figure out who you really want in your life. And family is the most important thing in life. So if you can put your life around the right people and learn from the right ones, you have like the sky isn't the limit. You can go further beyond that if you have the right people with you, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. Go give your loved ones a hug, man.
Of course, man. Come on. That's it.
Man. And it's, I feel like, and going back to the whole 6 month thing, like, I feel like, yo, like, to my guys, bro, girls will always be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my young guys too, like,
don't be afraid of commitment. You know what I mean? Social media only tells you one side of the story.
Get to that point when you're like, yo, I think I'm comfortable with who I am and I want someone that complements that.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people attach themselves to these people and latch on feeling very insecure, and now they're dependent on that person to feel whole, when it should never be like that. You know, it's two whole people sharing a mutual experience. That is love. You know what I mean?
And just be comfortable with speaking. You know what I mean? Like just putting your voice so you can be heard out there. You know?
Yeah.
And it's tough for like the younger generation again,
sure.
like I said, because social media is taking over.
100%. They think they gotta
Just find the right people, man.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, man. That's the main message. Find the right people and build with the right people, man.
I'll even say this, like, go do all the unhealthy habits of healing, like hooking up or like drinking and smoking.
At your prime.
No, I mean, like, while you're healing, and you'll like go through that, just like you'll go through that realizing that's not what I need to do to heal. You know what I mean? So it's like I did it all of that in that time frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like that's not what, like, I'd always come out of those situations like, man, fuck, what am I doing with my time? You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's also, again, navigating what you want. And going back to the first episode, we talked about our characters as men, you know, like who do we want to identify, or who do we want the world to perceive us as? Yeah. You know, and I think that's very important.
Oh, it is. It's big.
Yeah, so just going back, like, on the topic of, like, just connection and being with a significant other, I think a lot of people, again, and going back to needing to know who you are and be by yourself for a little bit, I feel like that's also why I feel like, what's the proper term for cheating? Infidelity. Thanks, Basim. I feel like a lot of infidelity happens because a lot of people don't know how to be by themselves. So they're with somebody for the comfort of being in a relationship. And then they'll go, you know, cheat or whatever. And like, I know a lot of people like sort of in that limelight where, again, they're afraid to let go of their significant other, but they want to have these single experiences and they don't allow themselves to commit to the monogamous partner when, again, it's because they're not comfortable just being by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, this is where also I feel like more people should explore, like, or talk about being in a polyamorous relationships, or being open, especially when you're young, because you don't know who you are at that age. So it's like, I think people put too much pressure on themselves to think that, oh, this person is supposed to be my future. This person is supposed to be who I spend every day with. So let me like go have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to like having a conversation and be like, yo, like, I have these thoughts, you know, we've been together a long time. I still love you, but there's a life that I feel like I need to have outside of this relationship before I can commit to anybody, you know? And even me and my ex have talked about that, like way before we even broke up. Is like, we always believed that there was time that needed to be had apart before we decide to either commit to each other or commit to other people. You know what I mean? Because that goes with, again, building that identity as an individual first and then reconnecting or connecting with whoever as whole people. But yeah, man, like, I feel like I just hope that more people choose to explore their individuality first before dragging someone else into their baggage a lot of times. And then when you learn to, you know, take on your own personal issues is only when I feel like you could fully invest in somebody else to grow and build.
Yeah, 100%. I mean? You're not wrong with that. And that's why, like, before getting into a relationship, everybody says you got to find yourself first before committing.
And finding yourself is a decision, I think.
And it's tough to find yourself, right? Yeah. Like, with our world now, like, you don't know what the fuck your career is going to be until, you know, some people don't find it till they're fucking 40, 50 years old.
I think it's a continual iterative process. And I think people need to understand that it takes time.
It takes time, yeah.
You know, but as long as you're putting in that effort, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, at the same time, as you're navigating, you know, who you are, like, again, I think it comes down to a decision. You know what I mean? Like, I think we make it too difficult or make it so hard to think that you just find yourself. You know what I mean? I think it's like it's just, first off, self-awareness, knowing what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy and what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. Like, this is going to sound super off topic or whatever, but like Kobe decided ball was life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, this is like sick. I love basketball. And then from then on, he's like, yo, I'm going to commit my time to this and I want to grow in this aspect of my life. Yeah. You know, and it came down to that decision. Like, yo, I love bouncing a little ball. Yeah. And then ball is life, literally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And again, that came with him knowing that, you know, he's 6'6", he has the skills and he has the work ethic to become that person. And he decided, this is who I want to be. Let me go do that.
Got the Mamba mentality.
Exactly. You know, and I think there's a Mamba in all of us that can navigate.
You just gotta find that within you and just let it go, man.
100.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah, man. Again, like to close this off, like relationships in general, man. It really has an effect on your life.
For sure.
Whether
100%.
it's through your own partner, through friends,
Yeah.
your inner circle, and family.
Yeah.
All of that plays a part within your life.
Word.
And you're in full control.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So the way you want to shape your life is on you.
It's a decision.
That's it.
Yeah, man. I just want to say I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Brandon. All right.
Of course. Of course.
Swag Daddy in the cut, a.k.a. Royce Dizon.
Baller Dad. I know what you're going to say.
Sir. Baller. All right, let's get out of here. Good talks.
Yes, sir.
All right, done.